5 majors Armada has been out, the presence of Prince Abu has been the deciding factor.
Oh, he told me that. He literally told me
5
that.
tournaments in a row. Prince Abu there means he wins. Prince Abu not there means he loses.
And it's 3 out of 5 where he was there, right? Or was it 3
out of 5 he was there, Armada won. 2 out of 5 Prince Abu wasn't there, Armada lost.
So is this tournament 6?
This is tournament 6.
All right,
this
so
year they're
number
50-50.
6.
So that's
Prince
quite the
Abu,
streak.
For all of you who don't know, Prince Abu is one of the most beloved members of the Melee community who online is just a gigantic meme.
Yes.
Apparently, when he commentates, he is all business and gives us important insight into
How
Jigglypuff as a
Hungrybox,
character.
yeah.
One of the very few North American Jigglypuff mains who, the top players respect enough to use as a Hungrybox proxy.
Yeah.
Hungrybox is very well known for not playing Puff against top players at big events.
Right.
He's the only person who can do what he does with the character, and so giving more data away for free might not be a great idea.
Right.
And so Prince Abu is a very privileged mid-level player in that every top player pretty much wants to grind sets out with him. There he is.
Specifically Armada, Mewtwo King, and Leffen.
Right.
He also self-proclaimed as the man who understands the most about what Hungrybox is doing, second to Hungrybox himself. And I think I probably agree with him because when I was hearing him play some of the other top players here this weekend, he was explaining things to them. And he was like, look, at this spacing, Hungrybox will do this, and the punish you were trying to do simply doesn't work. Or, he would explain, like, okay, this is a read situation, this is the 50-50, and I was like, okay, wow, so you have very clearly, demonstrably analyzed some of these situations much more than most people have.
And a fact that might blow your mind for the viewers at home, Melee has not been patched or changed in any way since its release in 2001. And so it, to me, is like incredible that we are still figuring these things out. Matchups are not studied and analyzed to that level.
Straight into it.
For one, because the game is so open and it's like sandboxy. There's so many things you can do at any given point.
Right.
But also because we're constantly reaching new levels within within the game itself. And so
I mean, HBox alone.
And
my God.
I'm
huge.
Armada is really he pressed that stock. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
HBox alone has really pushed his character. I mean, we thought in 2010 he was in contention for best player in the world 5 or 6 years ago, and then he started losing again, and people kind of figured, we figured Puff out. Puff's not actually that good. But in recent months, especially, he has just been on a tear, and it doesn't seem like anyone can stop him.
Wow.
Do you guys find it impressive how Armada can switch so easy?
You mean between Peach and Fox?
Yeah.
I do for sure. I think switching characters in Melee is so hard.
Yeah, especially at this level, at that pace.
Right.
Ooh, wow.
It might help. Oh, wow, that was super good. It might help that Armada only uses his Fox really for some key matchups. So he's basically
he's kind of a specialist, right?
Right.
It's like it's Puff and it's Dittos.
Right. We've seen Puff and Dittos, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he's looking pretty solid.
No, I love the way he's controlling center stage.
Yeah.
And he's putting the lasers in there, but he's just he's mixing it up.
Wow. Not a good. Oh, that's a thing.
And this is very standard.
That
right?
was
It's
nuts.
the player coming from losers comes with steam. And
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, and one thing that I'll say for all the Hungrybox fans out there is that we saw something similar from Mewtwo King versus Hungrybox Game 1, where Mewtwo King actually rolled Hungrybox over with his Fox. And, we kind of decided that perhaps it's because Mewtwo King plays so differently than Armada and Mango.
Yep.
And so it's possible that Hungrybox is just refiguring out Armada specifically as a Fox.
Yeah, you got to give it up to Hungrybox too. The dude every time adjusts to thousands of Foxes that come at him.
No, there's so many.
So many.
It's not a good matchup. It's really just the box.
Yeah, really. And he's playing all these top level Foxes. He play there's not one tournament where he doesn't play at least 2 to 3 good Foxes a tournament.
And this is not an easy matchup by any means.
Oh, no.
But especially after talking to Prince Abu and playing a bunch of friendlies this weekend myself, I'm starting to really realize the disparity, the knowledge gap between almost every Fox and Hungrybox is actually insane. There are so many things a lot of Foxes are not thinking about in this matchup that Hungrybox is just nah, if you don't know that, you can't beat me. You can't come at me in that situation because you think you can do this, but really you can't. That actually comes up a lot. When Prince Abu was on the couch versus when it was SFAT versus Hungrybox, there were a lot of situations where it was SFAT shouldn't be doing that there, and Hungrybox is just going to prey on that. So you really need that knowledge.
Yeah.
Would there be anything specific that you would say, Toph, that you two feel that Foxes should look out for in this matchup?
It's really this for me. It's just the way you zone. It's like you can't just force. Like a lot of times, there's this misdirection where you think you can come in, but you can't.
Yeah.
It's so easy to take a cheap 22% because you just ran into 2 back airs.
That's right.
That's true.
And
Trying
as
to whiff up
and as the percent builds, and once you get to knockdowns, it's
it's a different game.
Yeah.
and your DI off up throws just has to be. It really has to be sharp. You have to know when you made a mistake.
That's right. And you can't fall for the
did
tech
you get
traps.
that?
Yeah, that
No.
was not quite. You can't fall for the tech traps on platforms where it makes it look like you're supposed to tech and then you don't.
And if you get that, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
You get Hungrybox.
You get that, that's definitely a
The
bonus.
bonus.
Singing it up air is next level. If you can prevent them from smashing entirely, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
Another thing that's really crucial is just recognizing when Hungrybox is prone to land and then trying to punish his landing, because that's one thing that SFAT was kind of able to do in his set with them. And Armada is going to have to find ways to, because Jigglypuff doesn't have a really good move like Peach Jab or Sheik Jab to cover his landing. When he lands, he has to find a safe place to land, then take off again. So
Nice to see that DI right there. A lot of Foxes just would have died right there. I bet have been there and they'd have stopped.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice DI again.
Yeah, again.
I'm very curious as to what the TAFO stats with this
What
win
the stage?
ratio for Hungrybox, because I don't know. I mean, I know Dreamland is his go-to, but I'm not sure if he beats Armada here.
Yeah, that's a good question. I do know my boy is on a 7-game winning streak, though.
Oh, for real?
That is
Well,
true.
I don't know,
Yes.
maybe longer.
Who's that?
When's the last time he
Armada.
lost a game?
Armada, yeah.
No, yeah, he's on 7.
Yeah, Armada definitely out here taking these W's.
Yeah, that's right.
All of them.
Actually, I think he had a. No, yeah, you're right.
No,
This-
he,
if
no,
this
he
were-
dropped the game to Dewan, but I don't know. So
And
Right.
might be
kinda
on an 8 or
dominant
9 game.
fashion,
Well, whatever.
too.
Versus Gods, he's on a 7-game win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
versus
this were Street Fighter, for sure we would see the this is your
Looking like
Yeah,
Wizard
yeah.
Dragon
seventh win
Mango.
Yeah.
in
Yes.
a row.
Yeah, the morale of the room, too. I mean, I feel like a lot of people dipped and went to go upstairs. But like, the classic when Mango.
When the mango, then when
Mango's
mango
out,
leaves
yeah.
out, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a big set. I mean, Hungrybox has shown super dominance over all Foxes in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I would, it'll be interesting.
What?
But he's
Rat
okay.
nice,
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it at that percent.
Right.
That-
Good tech. That's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
trick.
and now he's dead.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. Oh.
He didn't even go for the rest, actually. That surprised me.
Well, he's going to get the KO anyway, looks like.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful by Hungrybox.
Hungrybox has good like aerial mix-ups, man.
Yeah.
He's so good at him. And then what he does is too, when he can whiff around you, back airs and forward airs or whatever, right? But as you think you can hit him from the peak of that jump, he'll come down with this nair, and that hitbox will just stuff everything you like try to throw out.
Yeah.
You'll see him when he's in the air coming down. Yeah, see, he does
Yeah.
it every time. And like when I was playing him, I was trying to hit that because I know like that's what he's looking for, and every time I could never beat it. I don't know how to beat it. And I think most good Fox players, like the moment they can beat that, like that's when he'll be a lot easier for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that roll. Yeah. That makes sense. Nice back
clean
air.
Back air, yep.
Hungrybox also, I mean, I think Brandon, you've talked about it before. He's just he's really fast. He's precise. And he's got good reaction.
Oh yeah, he's fast.
Insane.
And he's fast. He's a fast buff.
Because you figure, Puff is not fast on the ground. He can't tech chase me, and then he actually does.
Yeah.
One thing Hungrybox I've observed him do a lot in recent times, he started using dash tag as sort of tech chase, kind of the way Falcos do, because like that lunge is a lot quicker than his like grab, for example.
Right.
And he'll use that, especially if you're at a pretty high percent, to get a knockdown or continue his combo or whatever. His
It's really
punch.
good to hit you off stage with it, especially
Yeah.
like.
Oh, you got to stay away from that up smash. You got
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
even if he had landed that up smash, it would have,
He implements a lot of tricks, man. He got his up smashes, like the ones he does out of shield or the ones after a drill, how he can L cancel it. He told
Yeah.
me too. Didn't he say in the van like if he drill up smashes correctly, like
Yeah.
you can't jump out of it or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
against like
yeah.
floaties.
Yeah. One thing that I do
Ooh.
want to say, if Prince of
Ooh.
Boo has done anything super concrete, I have not seen Hungrybox get a single tomahawk
Yeah.
versus SFAT, Muju King, Armada, or Mango. I have not seen him land it, and he's gone for it a lot.
Oh, I know Mango's not using Prince of Boo. He said that's cheat codes.
Yeah, he said he's not about that life.
He's not about that life.
Well, regardless, I have not seen him land a single one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's big.
It is. It's huge. I mean,
Ooh, and
every
that-
time
that
he
could be
lands, as
it.
the Fox is rolling away, and I think that there's nothing that the Puff can necessarily do. I mean, besides a super.
Oh, run off shine.
Oh, I think he
Yeah.
should have got that. I think he should have. Oh, that would have been huge.
Again?
Huge.
He would have got an 11% kill on Puff on Dreamland.
Yeah,
that would have
I know,
been
right?
ridiculous. That would have been so dumb.
Oh,
That's
That-
that'd have been the craziest.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that fair, Abu was talking about that fair too, right? How that quick fair to kind of cover the ledge.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because it comes out faster,
Yeah.
so it's better to react to forward B.
So here we go. We got what do we got? Empty stadium.
Wow. I
Empty
can't
stadium,
believe he
Yoshi's.
lived.
Probably stay.
He's very fortunate.
Yeah, winning game 1 is it's very good against Puff because
Yo.
the counterpick stages for Fox are really nice in this
Yeah,
matchup.
you got to take care of your serve, yo. You got to win on your counter picks. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's for sure.
This is what happened to Mango.
Yep.
But Armada with better DI than Mango
Yeah,
had,
for sure.
How you feeling about what you've been saying, Bobby? Anything in particular stand out?
I mean,
Ooh.
I really like seeing the different Foxes take on this matchup versus Hungrybox. I'm constantly surprised at like how well Hungrybox does, despite like how explosive the damage of Fox is.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
There's a tomahawk of Armada's own.
Yeah. Yeah.
BTW.
I don't know. I think ultimately, like what decides these sets is kind of like it usually just feels like it's Hungrybox, where if he just can get in, it's like mostly at neutral. I think because both characters beat each other so bad once they hit each other. And like I don't know, the one thing that I saw from SFAT that was weaker than probably all the other Foxes was the punish after the hit. So I'm kind of looking for how the Fox is opening up Puff and how they're not just getting the 10% from the Nair, but, you know, turning. See, just like that.
Right there,
He didn't go for an immediate follow-up, but he let Hungrybox jump away and read that double jump. It seems like versus Puff, you need to get the one opening to get in, but then this is something that Tapo said.
Do like
one
the hard
more
read
read.
after.
Yeah.
You need two to really do damage to Puff. You need
Yes.
to get the first hit, but then you need one more read on what their reaction was to getting hit.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
Windmill kind of tricking the
It's something that I don't really think about too much. Is definitely you just put insight on.
Yeah,
That
Tapo was saying
extra
that he
read,
thinks that that's like 2016, 2017, like, you know, the next thing, the next big thing.
It's more than just the punish now. It's like the punish with the hard read.
Because people's DI is so good right now that like the only place where you can DI and defense in general is so good on the first opening that you kind of need to read that. Oh
Wow.
my God!
I think
No
Why did that
respect.
work?
No
Thought he
respect.
flubbed.
Yeah, that was zero respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
you can't do this.
I thought he flubbed that.
you cannot do this.
That didn't look like
I'm
he
not
was
gonna
on
allow it.
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
not in my
Hungrybox
house.
does it, but
Yeah.
usually what I see the opponent do is like they'll just run away. You know what I
It
mean?
didn't
Yeah.
look like he meant to do that though. Like it looked like he was trying
Ooh.
to pound or something.
Maybe sometimes when you start the rollout, you're just like, all right, well, ride or die.
Yeah.
Let's just go with it.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean, once
turn
you
it
do,
into
it's
something.
kind of like when you charge a smash attack, right? It's like, well,
Exactly.
hopefully you just run into it now because
Exactly.
I'm already committed. Nice,
Right.
Nice little, nice little tilt.
Forward tilt. A little late.
Oh, that Phantom was
That
so
sucks.
lucky. But
Luckily, nothing bad. You know.
Perfect
Yeah.
spacing. That's all that means.
Yeah, that's all. That just means you're too good.
Yep, too good.
Phantoms just mean you're too good. Shout out to Phantom.
Man. Shout out to all the Phantoms out there.
Oh,
Like 6.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he didn't. Oh yeah, he can't rest.
he wouldn't have killed in that. Would he have killed?
Well, it doesn't matter if it would have killed.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah,
rest.
he doesn't want to die.
Oh,
and
oh
he
my
said, "Don't
God.
worry, because I got
Don't
combos.
worry, yeah, I
I've
got combos on deck."
I've got combos on deck. Please don't bring your DI here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll check it."
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
actually really surprised to see that Armada,
Oh.
Armada
Right.
basically DI'd in for 100% of damage.
Because he has the fear in his
Yeah,
heart.
man, if he'll make
I
your
thi-
best player DI into 100%.
I think everybody's tempted.
Is anyone
to,
else surprised by that though? Like he literally
Yeah.
DI'd in.
Maybe he
took
wanted him to
80%.
rest him so he could.
Yeah,
he
he
could
definitely
die.
he definitely wanted him to arrest him.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, after the first 60%,
Yeah.
I don't think he's taking the bait. He convinced me.
It's so tempting, yo. When you're Fox, you're just like, yo, please. You just like sometimes
Yeah,
you don't want to hold away. You're
well,
just
yes, you're
please
like,
don't.
well, the stage is over there. I want to be on the stage, so
Yeah,
you know, I'm just gonna take these hits.
I'm gonna hold towards the stage.
I mean, it did work
Or the
out. Like
mix-up.
maybe it actually is good.
Oh, see, he got it. He
Oh.
held in. Like, he was not
Yeah,
holding
Fool's
away.
holding
Right.
in.
Oh, he let go of the ledge.
It's tempting though. You don't want to hold away.
Right. Well, you hold away, you're dead sometimes.
Yeah.
One thing that Abu said about Mango specifically is that Hungrybox, after a Fox will grab the ledge, if they respect your invincible wave dash
Yeah.
from the ledge option, they cannot just hang out, you know, close to the ledge.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, you get some invincibility when you grab the ledge, and Fox is like so fast that he can keep his invincibility and get a KO move out while he's invincible.
Right.
So you pretty much literally need to respect it. Invincible in this game means invincible. You can't grab, you can't hit, you can't whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
You can block it,
Yeah.
but you know.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen that many, including Mango, Armada. I don't see them being that. They don't seem that confident. In their
Oh,
dash.
no,
they don't.
Beautiful. You can tell by the way they come off with aerials and
Yeah.
they'll just jump.
It's
I mean,
more of
yeah,
a.
they
It's
tournament-
more. It's really
Mango
more.
tournament
It's
winners.
really more of a like hacks and left.
Yeah, hacks and left.
Silent Wolf.
Yeah.
Silent Wolf.
Young boy.
West balls. Ooh.
West balls for sure.
But yeah, they're not confident on the ledge, and I think you check that. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
You
let me see. Let me see how much I have to respect this guy's ganks.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, because if you mess up, you kill yourself.
Right.
You need your stocks.
Oh,
Ooh.
that narrow coming down every time.
Yeah.
The hitbox is amazing. At least
Oh
yeah.
And he's taking care of business. In this,
Yeah, Hungrybox kind of going in on his counter pick.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. I guess it hasn't worked so far.
Right.
Really.
It trips me out how high level they're playing. Even it just shows you how I don't know. These guys both really pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way more than we have.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
two highly detail-oriented players.
Yes.
To be sure.
All right. Let's see. Armada
So,
down.
okay, basically, this tournament kind of hangs in the balance of this game and the next game.
Yeah.
Right now, it'll be hard for Armada to come back, so we definitely have seen it. Fox can destroy Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
But the way that Hungrybox is playing, I'm kind of doubtful. I think this is going to go to a Game 5.
Wow, he's really walling him out right now. Oh, and it just didn't.
And since this is Grand Finals, Armada is in the loser's bracket. Hungrybox is in the winner's bracket.
That's right.
If Hungrybox wins the next 2 games, then the tournament's over and he's our champion.
Yeah.
If Armada wins, then we're going to a second set.
Right.
Ooh, he's looking for that up air. He wants to end
Nice.
it. 92% is a lot.
Yeah,
A lot,
he got on.
A lot. Oh, I think he could have maybe gone. I'm not sure.
See, Hungrybox too. What he does is he's good at making you come forward.
Yes,
And then
absolutely.
as you come forward, he eases just outside of your range,
That's
right.
right.
There.
Jigglypuff is so good at that in the air.
Yeah.
He kind of got red there, but Armada had jumped just a little bit too early. Couldn't keep the right hitbox out at the right time.
Nice try.
Hungrybox, the
Nice.
master of down air from Jigglypuff and hitting that L cancel. Very difficult to do.
Yeah.
But that's what opened up that grab for him and ended the game.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna see?
2-2.
Are we gonna see FD?
FD or Yoshi's? Well, Armada, he's like an FD kind of guy.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
FD guy.
I think
Gentlemen,
FD
it is 2-2. This is the last game.
2-2,
This is
and
potentially
this
the
is-
last
this
game
is a
of
big
Smash
deal.
Summit.
Yeah,
This is
oh,
Grand
yeah.
Finals.
This is all
Hungrybox,
marbles.
if he wins, is kind of cementing
Yeah, I think
his
he-
place.
I
Yeah,
feel
oh, he's like a number
Hungrybox
one.
wins this game. He's the best in the world.
Yeah, no, clearly.
Yeah, no, that's- I think-
no,
yes.
This is it.
Yeah, no, I actually agree.
But if Armada wins, then
Right now.
In that second set,
Yeah.
we out here.
There's
Yeah.
levels of context for sure, but like in the right now game, when
Yes.
we're seeding for the next tournament, Hungrybox
Uh-huh.
wins this, he's #1 seed for the next 3 or something like that.
That's right.
Ooh,
Ooh,
and
big,
Armada's like,
big throw up there.
Armada's like, please chill, just chill. Just
Do you
chill.
feel like
I'm
these
still
two-
number one guy.
Do you feel like these two are top 2 in the world, unquestionable?
Yeah, right now for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I think
unquestionable.
so. That's just
Ooh.
slammed his keyboard.
Yeah.
like, what?
Hell of a man right now.
Commentators are so dumb. They don't know what they're talking about.
Drop the tweet. Drop the tweet.
Drop the tweet. Drop the
Yeah.
tweet.
Yeah, well, I heard he's in Canada chilling, so he'll be out here.
Oh yeah, and
next
he'll have a
week.
chance. And he'll have a chance to go against Hungrybox next week. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's actually
I
gonna.
heard they're all
That's gonna
can't
change
wait to
things
see
too.
that.
So
And
so the rankings can change again next week.
right, and 3 or 4 weekends after that at Gommel. Get on my level.
I'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
Me
Oh
too.
really?
Well,
Hype.
shout out to the crew.
Right now.
Yep.
Oh, almost.
I love how Armada tries to read his air pattern. He does a
Yeah.
good job of it.
And one
Yeah,
thing
it used
that
to be. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say one thing that viewers may have noticed is different about Melee is the stages. You probably noticed that this stage and the other stages that Armada's won on, they've been a lot wider, so there's a lot more room for Fox to move around.
Right.
The counterpick stage is huge in this game, and so
Ooh.
counterpicking
Oh.
characters is one half of it, but stage really
Oh,
changes
that's
the
a
matchup
beautiful
tremendously.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah,
love
so if
when-
you're noticing a
crazy.
big difference between the way that they're playing, a lot of it goes to the stage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that-
stage for
this
sure.
set in particular, the stages
Yes.
have played a big role. Dreamland, of course, another wide stage, but that stage affords Jigglypuff a lot of extra survivability. So a lot of Jigglypuffs will play there, even though it gives Fox a lot of room to.
Yeah, there's the stage that you see, but then there's also a box that you can't see around the stage, and the box on Dreamland, where if you leave the box you die, is much bigger than on FD and every other stage
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this stage
Ooh.
definitely is like the no platforms really change every matchup. when
This is
you
the
play
super
on it.
duper punish
Wow.
game stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
This is the stage where if you get hit, you get an extra 20%.
Yeah, I think this is the easiest stage to get good punishes on Puff for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she has nowhere to land aside from like
Go
right
around.
on the ground.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's so
That's
unfortunate.
huge.
That is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow, great timing.
Oh,
Doesn't quite do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
From
What
Armada.
a swing though.
Yeah.
He might have wanted to. Well,
Yeah,
it
was
might have
like
been better to
kinda
laser a
even.
little more and then go for up throw up air.
Yeah.
might have been a little
I think
better.
he probably thought it was going to KO.
I thought
certainly
it was
did.
gonna
he did.
KO.
He did.
So
I love how Hungrybox, the little fade back there on that
Yeah,
back
he always
air.
hits him with that little.
Just to remind you that
Little
he's on wash.
Yeah.
that was a read. You
Yeah.
know, Puff has to jump at that point, and by doing that, by going for that, you kind of lose that if the Fox goes down and then forward B's at the ledge.
Yeah.
So that was a read. That was a call out.
There you go.
I think too with Foxes do a lot of times is they don't value that 0% enough. They like when they have a low percent, they kind of just move in, and then as they start getting higher and higher, they go, oh, let me stop that. It's like
Right.
you
Maybe
gotta-
I should be lasering.
Yeah, maybe I should be lasering. Maybe I
Maybe you
should
should have
move
started
it.
15 seconds.
Yeah,
ago.
exactly. You know, you got to value your low percent.
Yeah. I like that Armada fishes for the KO when H-Boss is grounded with the down tilt. Very
Yeah.
safe move. And it's not usually a kill move, but you know.
Oh,
against-
such! Wow,
man.
that was the 2. He got the
That
one
was
hit
it.
with the jab, and he did not go for up smash. He didn't go for anything like that. He read the jump away
Oh, I
and
think
got
he's
an up
back
air
up
there.
there.
Yeah,
He
that
needs
was
to back up.
awesome.
Two openings to get
Wow.
a KO.
There's that dash.
Oh.
Oh, the reads from Hungrybox.
Yeah, Hungrybox is all over these tech rolls.
I
in.
think Armada. Oh yeah. I think he needs to back a little bit. I think he's starting to press the issue a little bit too much.
yeah.
He wasn't doing this entire game.
And the rest move of Jigglypuff
Ooh,
rest is just an
nice.
instant KO.
Oh.
That is always going to be on the table when we're in these situations.
Yeah,
You know, if Armada dies here, he is one grab away from losing.
that's right.
They could've
But
upped
right
it
now,
early.
Armada's ground game is actually stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon
Playing
as Phil
super
said he's
nice.
pressing the issue too much, I feel like almost
He
like
may
Armada
have
hurt
hurt
us
you,
or
man.
something. I have no idea because he started playing.
You're right, Phil.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, my fault.
Okay.
All right, but putting on great percent here is Armada. Hungrybox at 82.
And again,
What's
the
the up throw, up
non-confident ledge dash that you're talking about too.
Ooh, yeah, not at all.
That's 4 tilt.
Another missed
Wow.
tomahawk by Hungrybox.
This is
And here we are.
always scary
Okay.
as
yes,
hell when you're
this is
Fox.
ultra scary as fuck.
So goddamn.
Here it
scary when you're
is.
Fox.
0%. So right now 0%.
Will Hungrybox end this tournament right now, or will Armada take us to a whole other set?
I'm ready for
He's
the
rolling.
Hungry- Oh,
Oh,
that's it,
that's
that's it.
what
Wow. Wow.
Hungrybox totally misses the DI on that down tilt and dives off the side.
That was so random. That was the down tilt.
There's that. Yeah.
What a chase by
Yeah.
Armada. And we
Tech
have
chase
reset
down
the
tilt.
bracket. Both players in losers bracket. One more set in grand finals.
Yes.
This is going to decide it. The first player to 3 points wins.
Yeah.
And Armada's gone.
What you guys think
Peace
of that
out.
first set?
I mean, I think so far it looks like who has the lead keeps the lead. I didn't
Dude,
see a lot of
winning
comebacks.
game 1 is
So huge.
Roosh.
Please win your game one.
Roosh.
Once you get, win game 1.
Winning on Battlefield is such a big deal.
Yeah.
It's always going to be Battlefield.
Yeah.
Right.
Fox and then Fox is going to go to 2 of the 3. Yoshi's Stadium FD. He's probably going to win on those unless he screws up. And then the Puff is going to go to Dreamland FOD. Puff is probably going to win on those unless he screws up.
Yeah, and like you just don't want your 5th game to be on Dreamland. Don't want your 5th game to be on Dreamland.
No, or FOD.
Or FD,
Yeah.
depending on who you are.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And
so.
during this quick intermission, I hope that you could take out your mobile phone or go to your web browser and
Please
go to
tweet.
Twitter or Facebook
Yes.
or Instagram or
Yes.
whatever your preferred social networking platform is.
Yeah.
And let the people know that there's been a bracket reset. You
Bracket
can also
resets
follow
on
any
deck.
of us on Twitter. I'm about to tweet that. This
Maybe
is
I
going
will
down.
as well.
I'm
Maybe,
just
you know, I'm gonna
retweet you because
retweet-
that's easy
That's
as hell
you.
for me.
Retweet.
Also, I
and
want
I'm
to
gonna
shout
call it
out
Armada versus Hungrybox
Oh,
for
okay.
best
What's
player in
up?
the world.
No
Is that
clapping.
Alex?
He's the man. This is the man.
Also, shouts to Brand Gear. So support the move. I got it backwards. Shouts to Brand Gear. If you want focus, clarity, mentality, all memory, whatever. I don't know where
Hey,
I'm going.
mentality's a part.
Yeah, you need
throw
you know,
that
all,
extra ingredient
all
in there.
that brain stuff that goes upside on the top of your head. Drink this stuff is really good.
Yeah.
At brandgear.gg, I think for a free trial.
No, I think you get the 10%
or
discount.
10%
if you use
discount.
discount.
No Johns.
Slash
Right.
no Johns for
Yeah.
the promotion code. So yeah, Brand Gear, please.
Did you do the tweet, Bobby? I don't see it.
I'm about to.
Also, I wanted to
You
shout
have
out.
41,000 Twitter followers?
Yeah, man.
I got
Thank
one.
you to the 41,000. Thank you to the
Yeah,
good
you
people
are
for
out
giving
here.
me
You are
your
poppin'.
support. Thank you all so much. Brandon and Phil definitely on
Yo,
the
I'm
come up.
trying to catch
Hold
up
on.
to Scar. You should follow me.
Please give
Are
them
you-
a
What do you
please-
unfollow Scar? I
Yeah.
need to balance it
No,
out.
need-
not
you
a
have,
zero
like-
something like
I
that.
wanted to shout out
That's
one
not
more
how it
thing
works.
real quick. So yeah, the Colombians in Colombia are having a tournament. It's called Astra 2016. They really wanted me to shout it out. I know
Hype.
all of Latin America is going. Brazil, Argentina, Chile, all that stuff. So
And for all future
Support their
TOs,
movement.
For all future TOs who want to shout out at a tournament, just let the TOs know.
Yeah.
Let the Summit TOs know, and then we'll do an actual shout out.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, we're back.
Set
We're back.
2, Armada
Set 2
versus
grand
Hungrybox.
finals. Let's get it. Fox Puff.
back on Battlefield.
Yep.
Oh, see,
Ooh,
Back
Crouch
at it
Castle
again
running
with
grab.
Back at it again.
back at it again. Our boy Armada looking for that
Summit.
back-to-back sets, back-to-back summits.
Yep.
Hungrybox is the only god who's keeping him close right now. I mean, he took out Mango and Mewtwo King like it was light work.
Yeah,
Like it was pools.
Very.
Right.
Yeah, that would look like pools.
Who's your first round pull? I don't know, but that Fox was pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. He has Steedle on game 2, but
Yeah, he almost took a game off me.
Oh,
he said,
red
please,
the
Wow.
he
tech.
said, please, Tech, you're not above it.
Now,
Everybody
shout out,
has to tech.
see, okay, so that's one thing in this matchup people don't emphasize enough. Is,
Oh.
well, there's that.
You gotta take some
But
damage.
people
but-
definitely emphasize that.
but-
He definitely just Armada the Armada.
But shine, you can shine and tech chase, like right there.
yeah.
You know, you can drill, shine, tech chase, grab, or throw up air. I mean, that's at least for me personally. When I play this matchup, I get a lot of my setups like that. Drill, shine,
Yep.
re-grab.
There he
yep.
goes right there.
And it's like it's basically free. Like it's not free, but it might as well be.
Right.
It's really hard for Puff to get around because if she doesn't tech, she's basically right in front of your face. for
Right,
an
her
up
ground
smash.
options are not great. We saw Hungrybox there did wake up forward tilt,
Yes.
which I cannot imagine has the fastest startup.
No.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think that's really supposed to work,
It's
but
probably not a thing, but you know.
yeah, people do tend to second guess themselves sometimes in the tech.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Against
So
Xbox.
they just trade. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's actually not that. Considering Armada's percent, that's actually not a bad.
That's not
trade.
awful.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
not bad.
He was at over 100.
He was at like 80.
If anything, it's cool because it resets the tone, 0%
Yeah,
restart.
no big deal.
Like that down
I think any
Armada.
fox, the temptation you have to fight is just fishing for kills. You just have to fight that temptation.
Yeah.
You know, just forcing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's what Hungrybox wants. It's what he preys
Yeah.
on. He's trying to get the player to get antsy, get impatient.
Ooh, is that it?
He knows about the tech trap. Yep. Prince Abu.
Prince Abu. That's Prince Abu in the house.
Putting in that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, tech trap. So you can only tech on the ground like once every 40 frames. You can only hit one. You have one input per 40 frames. So if you do it too early, you can't, or too late, you can't do it again for 40 frames.
Yeah, you
So,
can't tech any other moves.
Yeah, there's some setups where like you're about to tech and then the player can choose whether they want to hit you, so that you'll miss the second one, or not to hit you, and you might miss the first one. It's like a
Right.
mix up.
Right.
Okay. Oh.
Until you get to that
Ooh,
level,
and
it's pretty much you'll just always miss it.
Brandon, you're
That's
talking
right.
about. I love what
Wow.
Armada's doing right now. He's really following with the shines. He's just
Oh,
like
yeah,
shine,
yeah, dude.
chase, chase.
It's just a good because Fox can dash so fast after it that like
Yeah, you
It's-
can always get something if you're as long as you don't miss the reaction. Basically.
yeah, it's easy to just catch.
Hey, you want to know something that I want to ask Abby next time I talk to him?
What's up?
So Puff can choose to just short hop aerial if she wants and stay like kind of on your level if you think of
Right.
the like vertical slices.
Yeah.
But sometimes they do one back air and then double jump, and then they're a little bit higher.
The double. So he was saying the short hop back air and then the double jump is actually really important for Puff because
I think it's better.
well he was saying
Oh.
he was saying it's really important because if you don't do that, the Fox can wave dash on a shield and punish your back air.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
Whiff
that was
punish the back.
crazy.
Not
Because
whip
even though
punish,
you
yeah.
can go so far away,
That might be the back of the
Damn,
safest
that was
tournament.
like pure smash.
I mean, that might have been that might be the smash that saved his tournament.
Yeah, that really is. That was crazy.
we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
like what happened to Mango, just one
Ooh.
grab from Hungrybox, one good hit actually, and just like you said, Phil, taking 2 back airs, he's at 20% already.
Yeah,
a couple
just-
more, and he's about to start getting knocked down.
That's right.
Once
Yeah.
Fox gets knocked down,
It's a different game.
It's a Puff show.
Yeah.
Oh man,
He's got to play this low
This is
percent.
scary
smart.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't fish for
40,
it. I
he's
told
50.
you, he can't fish for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh,
Pops
damn.
off. He's up out of his chair, and that is the game one that we talked
Oh,
about.
that's tragic.
How
So, I mean,
crucial it was.
that
for-
game, that may be the difference in the set right there.
No, that
Yeah.
smashed the
I
eye, just
did.
like you said.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that smashed the eye. He
'Cause now
was
we're-
inside. Like, Armada couldn't have done a better up air, man. That was like some frame perfect.
And now we're talking.
smash the eye.
And now we're talking. He has to win on. He's gonna have to win on Fountain or Dreamland,
Yeah.
and that's tough.
He's got to
It
break
is
the
tough.
set.
He's got to break the set. He definitely. Yeah, that's rough. Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually so important that you said that, Phil, where it's cheap damage, right? It doesn't feel like a big deal.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like a big deal when you get hit by 1 or 2 back airs by Puff, but if that happens 2 times,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Something's
next
gotta
one
change.
is going to hurt really bad.
Yeah.
And, like, something
Oh.
that... Did he go for rest?
Oh.
Mess up?
Yeah,
I feel like he went for a,
flubbed,
or
bro.
I think he went for a jump read, like a double jump read.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, one of the things that I think so hard versus Puff is basically what we saw happen to Armada, where he took 2 back airs, he was over 40, the next one knocked him down, and he did tech it, but you're almost always holding in because it hits at that beautiful downward angle,
Yeah.
and so you have to tech immediately, and it's hard to move the stick away, and then Hungrybox is just, he is all over that. He was ready to hit him one more time, and before you know it, you're in your shield, and Hungrybox is on top of you, and that's where the games begin.
Oh yeah.
So definitely
tilt a
masterfully
lot.
played by
Forward tilt
Hungrybox.
master, dude. Oh, nice.
That was good.
Catches that angle. That's impressive. So got a good, decent lead.
1-0 Hungrybox. Set 2.
Yeah, grand finals, man.
Yeah, how big is this
And
pot?
there's definitely a big pot. I think first place might get 15K.
Ooh, this is a.
I think second
that's that
place is going to be in the
life-changing,
neighborhood of 8
Ooh,
to 10.
wow.
You see that smash that up air he got? That was a 15K up air.
Might have been.
He missed that 15K. That's 15K
Might have been.
smash GI.
15K. Yeah, I can use that 15K in my life.
Stadium. By the way, one of the stages that is like the most controversial in
Yeah, I think
competitive
so.
play.
I think so.
Definitely. So it's a counter pick stage, so we don't even have it as part of like true neutral kind of stages.
The only counter pick stage, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those transformations are a big part of it. I mean, when trees and mountains are coming out from the ground,
Ooh.
everything kind of changes.
Yeah, there's that tech chase, by the way.
Yeah. Was that down throw tech chase?
No, it was just off a.
Off a shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off him flying into the ground.
He's got to hold. Hungrybox has to get the stock first, I think. I don't think he can be down 3-1 and come back.
Yeah.
The way this set's been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I forget who said it earlier, but yeah, whoever has the lead kind of keeps it.
Yeah, there hasn't really been.
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
last
comebacks.
game was like.
Last game was
There's
it
a
broke the
few-
mold.
Yeah.
Because the
It
way
did what
both
to the mold?
Broke it.
Okay, I think you said broke.
Ooh.
What?
the way
Yeah,
the
turn
way
around down
these two
tilt.
players play, the reason why I think that doesn't happen is because they don't really like give openings that all like ever.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it's hard to really like. That's why they kind of just sit there.
Wow, that shine was
What
amazing.
an
Oh,
answer.
wow.
no.
Oh,
But
wow.
unfortunately, Hungrybox still able to clip him again and take the stock. But man, that was a stressful situation for sure
Yeah.
for Hungrybox.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that up tilt's huge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could have gotten a lot of damage off that. Even
Nice.
just having him at 47. I think it. Yeah, right
It's a
now,
big
up throw upper
deal.
will already start KOing.
But
He can't
So,
rest.
Yeah,
he can't rest.
and that's just
No, rest is out of play right
it's
now.
a big lead.
Wow.
and that's gonna be
All right,
game
so-
two.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now, both characters have really strong counter picks.
Yes.
Though I think Armada does pretty good on Dreamland.
Yeah, and I think that Fox definitely has better counter picks.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I think Dreamland's good, but not like guaranteed win.
Yeah.
Like Stadium's really good.
Stadium's
FD's really
super
good.
strong. FT's, yeah. I agree.
Even Yoshi's is kind of
Mango usually goes to Yoshi's. He's really good there.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Ooh,
Ooh, double shine. I like it.
yeah, just keeping himself safe. Hungrybox is definitely going to be scouting for shield grab opportunities.
And you kind of see Armada every time. He'll push charge Hungrybox as far as he can to the edge, hit him, and then he'll just run right back to center and go back to lasering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of just resets every time.
Actually, I'm seeing Armada do a better job than, like, I don't know. I'm just seeing him be at a great spacing where, like, kind of the aerials of Hungrybox are just not necessarily going to hit.
Yeah.
And that's a really hard spacing.
Oh.
That's a tech
wow.
trap that I see.
I'm surprised he dropped that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he dropped that.
Yeah. He's hit it like 3 times this tournament.
He's missed some rests that I think he should have gotten.
I like
Right.
that up tilt from Hungrybox. He kind of landed next to him and did not go for the tomahawk, but went for the up tilt instead. I think that's the right mix-up, 50-50 on that.
Oh. Nice shot.
Ooh.
Wow.
It gets
Looked
it.
like he went for the 4 tilt, wake up 4 tilt, but like you said, not extremely fast startup, so grab just beat it.
Yeah.
He just rolled in his
That's
shot.
kind of the thing with
It was so
Buff
good.
is that not the greatest ground options besides like.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And
that was
Armada
to get.
Armada.
Oh,
actually
Look at-
poised it.
Looking to take the counter pick war back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Looking
right?
to take it back.
He said,
Yeah.
"Hold up, you're gonna have to beat me on FD after all."
And it's hard to get
Ooh,
kills
nice.
like that too
Ooh.
because both players don't really give each other any room for opening or space.
Yeah,
They-
you
they-
have to make a play if you want to kill like that. That was a play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both control each other like so well to where it's just like, or control space so well that like
Ooh,
to
Down tilt's
penetrate,
changing the game.
Yeah, down tilt is.
Down tilt is changing the game right now.
to get inside the other space, it's just hard, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
I think a lot of it is reads. I mean, reads in neutral, reading the aerial mobility, the aerial drift of Hungrybox, and kind of overshooting past it or catching him coming in.
Yeah, how they move too. They have really tricky movement.
Yeah.
They have movement that looks predictable when it's really ambiguous.
Oh, I don't know what Armada was going for there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think it's trying to.
So I'm watching Armada, and I think that like he is being super disciplined
it's
about
like 3
not
straight back
overcommitting.
airs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I think that's one of the few times.
What a
he actually,
call-out.
that's one of the few times he actually got that.
Yeah.
He's been
Yep.
usually swinging in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this game. Oh, jeez, what a recovery. He's got a jump.
And Abu is just smiling.
Nice.
Whoa.
My boy Prince Abu is smiling
Yeah,
right
Abu's
now.
real happy back
It's like,
there.
hey, Armada, you're making me proud.
I'm so proud of you.
What a selfless man.
Yeah, for real, for the team.
Winning
Oh.
out here playing puff for the culture.
So again, I think he has a better shot because it's Dreamland, but this is a steep lead.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
this is really hard.
Soon
to
he
come
won't
back
be able to
from.
rest.
By the way,
I
Armada
don't even
started
know if he
hitting
can
ledge
rest.
dashes like
I
pretty
know.
nice.
He warmed his ledge dash.
Yeah.
So I mean, can he still rest now? I don't
I
even know.
think so.
I don't know. It's
Only
getting
because it's
close.
Dreamland. Probably not on a platform.
I don't know. I think
not
it's-
anymore.
I
think
don't
not
think
anymore.
so. I don't think so.
Dude, fully charged up smash is super strong.
Yeah, definitely not now.
Definitely not now.
Definitely not now.
So he's going to have to take an honest stock.
Too
Oh.
There we
Falls
go.
right into the up
And
smash.
right now, he takes
Scout-
it right
so
back.
I think the story of that Dreamland game was that Armada was really scouting out where Hungrybox wanted to
Land.
be.
Yeah.
He was outside of his range. He was controlling center stage in such a way where Hungrybox needed, like, he couldn't get that free back air pressure even started up where you can put the perfectly spaced back air on Armada.
That's right.
And that's why he was getting hit by those down tilts and by those falling into those up smashes.
I think he should have gone found.
Yeah, I kind of agree. That was a 3-stock.
He had his way with him last time.
That was a 3-stock.
Yeah. Well, JV3, but
fair enough.
same thing.
Same.
No, that
Yeah.
last game felt the
was not
most.
close.
No, yeah, last game felt the most Armada
Yeah.
biased.
Yeah,
And
dominant.
even though it's hard to kill kills off the top, it's just Armada. The way Armada plays it, it's really hard. It's just hard to hit him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I think Armada's on the campy side, so he likes to.
Yeah.
I mean, this stage is meant for camping.
Yeah.
So I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
I don't even
you know?
think that the strategy that I talked about that Armada's employing, I don't even think that's viable on a stage like Spout.
Oh, well,
Okay.
So I'm
Oh.
saying
We're gonna
if
trade
I'm
stock trade.
if I'm Hungrybox, that's fantastic because I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
95-20.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're chilling.
I'm like
Yeah.
awesome.
You're big chilling.
Yeah.
So that stock's a wash, and we just do it.
But anyway,
again.
after all of the Hungrybox work that he put in, Armada at tournament point. If
Yeah,
Armada
man.
wins this game, we are going home, and
We're
Armada
going-
is our champion.
Oh,
there's that
oh.
trap.
Yep.
Back to
Now
back.
this is a big lead. This is
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Especially because it's usually taking Armada a while to get these kills.
Yeah.
He's having
Yeah.
to work for him.
Hungrybox has actually also been doing pretty amazing in his invincibility, so after he dies, he's been really good at putting Fox in a bad position and getting at least one hit.
Yeah.
Which is really surprising to me because the stage is so huge and Puff, like, she's not that fast.
Right.
Mhm.
No, she's very slow. She's super slow.
He's
But it just feels like nowhere safe.
Whoa.
You don't want to be on the ground. You don't want to be in the air.
Ooh, I love the way Armada's moving out of space. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the spacing that he's keeping. Like, he's
Yeah.
very, very wary of when Puff is landing and where to be.
Oh.
But the pound! The
Nice
pound
mix-up.
breaks all that because it goes far and stays out so long.
Yeah, and just like Hungrybox kind of set the tone, back air, back air, back air, and then he just breaks rhythm, right?
Yeah, it's
So
the
a pound of
overshoot.
it.
It's the
Mhm.
overshoot
Right.
move. Wow.
And the-
Armada was calling some sort of
yeah,
approach with
he's,
that, right?
he's really been his rate on that has not been very successful.
Not this game.
Oh, nice jab, though. Something different. I'm glad they're both, because Hungrybox did with the pound earlier, Armada did with the jab, because they're
Yeah.
kind of doing the same thing,
Mhm.
and it's just time's going by. But I like how both of them are trying to create something new to find a way to get inside.
Right.
To challenge the other
Because
player.
we'll be here all day if they just keep whipping.
At least 5 minutes.
Yeah, dash dance
At
and
the
the
very
back air,
least.
you
At the
know.
very
I mean,
least,
that's
yeah.
literally all we've been seeing for the last minute.
Yeah.
So I'm glad like someone's trying to change the flow, even if that means you die for it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good reaction.
shield.
Shut up, smash.
Yeah,
So-
great reaction, but great shield by Armada.
So that's oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, he messed up. He got
Yeah.
stuck in his crouch.
Yeah.
And again, off of Hungrybox's invincibility, getting a hit, creating an opportunity for himself.
We got
Oh,
people,
Yeah, we got some
people
screams.
popping off in
People
the
are getting
kitchen.
rowdy.
Yeah.
This must be
Uh-oh.
nerve-wracking for Armada
Yeah.
Hungrybox.
Oh, yeah. The struggle is real.
This is always a stressful matchup, too, because I
Yeah.
mean, you're just always on the brink of death.
And it's
Yeah.
one of
On
those
both
things
sides.
where like they're just so fire and ice, right? Where
Yeah.
Fox is so fast and explosive, and that's what's scary about him. But also, like the cost of that is that it's so hard to be. You have to be so precise as a player.
Right.
And then as Jigglypuff, like you still need that level of precision, but it's so much more consistent. And you
Ooh.
know as Fox that at any moment, you know, he could just like consistent you out,
Yeah.
and like you don't get the opening, and you just kind of
Yeah.
like slowly die by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this matchup, you could just get destroyed at any
Wow!
moment. Yeah, the tomahawk.
The
That was like the
spacing on
first
that was
time he
like
did a
max
tomahawk.
range grab. That's
Yeah.
why I think it worked. He was so far away. I didn't think that would work.
Yeah.
Armada kind of fished with those matches a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Armada never up tilts.
Yeah.
movement.
He got
Not,
a-
not
he got-
recently. He's
he
had
got-
some earlier.
He had a kill in the last set with it, but that was
Yeah.
kind of it.
Oh.
Almost. So
Yeah.
close.
Respect it.
Crazy smash that, though, I got to say.
Oh,
Nice, beautiful
let's
short.
go.
And regular get up, but it's not
Nice.
punished. Armada,
Wow,
Hungrybox
and
goes for that
a
tomahawk.
chance.
Armada all over it, and that changes it. Changes the lead.
Yep. Every little bit of damage right now is good
That's
news for
extra.
Armada.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
I think that might be the stop.
It's on
Yep.
16%.
Yeah.
Got today.
All right,
Here we
can
go.
Hungrybox
All right.
take us to Game 5, or is this Armada's tournament? If history will tell us anything, this is going to be another long stock.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
We
we're
might
already,
time out.
Yeah.
I mean, they want this. So
Yeah.
this might be, it's gonna
There's
be
a lot of money on the
Oh.
line. There's that
Yeah, he's gotta
15K
be
timeout.
Armada just gave up the lead. Weird full jump up air.
Oh, nice shine. See, he's finally getting in.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's good
It's the
damage.
starter.
And I like how he's so content with that damage. You know, he hits him with the back air and just runs away.
Hungrybox hasn't used up tilt in a minute, so that I will look out for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be tempting to go for something that kills just because, you want to get this match over
At this
with.
point, at this
But
point,
you
a
gotta-
whiff from Hungrybox could mean doom.
Yeah.
Because up smash will absolutely
Don't-
KO.
But Armada's got to fight that temptation to just
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
He's got to
And
find
again,
an opening.
I
Sick
love
bonanza
this.
right
I
now.
love the
Ooh.
spacing that
Yeah.
Armada's keeping.
Yeah,
that
and so
one
much
single
patience.
laser,
Yes.
And then Hungrybox just changed the spacing entirely up and
Yeah,
had the
he's
advantage.
got to be careful.
Uh-oh.
That's it. That's it. No jump.
Oh!
What an
He's
angle.
not ready for the straight angle.
No, Armada, no. Do not.
I didn't think that he was going to
Please
get on the
stop.
stage.
It's just so
Oh,
tempting.
man, both of them, man. That space is pretty crazy right
Oh,
now.
There you go. The back. Armada can gonna go to back airing now. because
Yeah,
of-
one
No.
good back air.
Oh,
Ooh,
that
he
was
messed-
an accident.
That changed all the spacing in the.
Tech
Oh,
away.
He read the roll, but-
nice shot.
Oh,
Hungrybox was actually all
And
over.
Armada and Ice pop off together in unison.
the Euro pop. Look at
The
Ice.
Euro
Look at
pop
Ice
off.
right now. Look at Ice
Wow.
right now.
And Armada.
Oh,
Wow.
boo! Prince
Prince
up!
Abu.
And the streak continues.
Back to back.
Prince Abu, the omen of whether Armada can beat Hungrybox.
Yeah.
Kudos
6
to
tournaments
Armada,
straight.
man.
Wow.
Damn.
That was close.
So, okay, at the
as
very
hell.
end, it
Clutch.
felt to me like Hungrybox was all over all these little flubs by Armada. He,
Yeah.
tech rolled, and Hungrybox was on top of
he
him.
caught-
He rolled again, and Hungrybox was on top of him. But
Right.
he just didn't get the punish. And then in the critical moment, when Hungrybox, teched
My
away,
man's
Armada was all
So
over
ready.
it.
I think it was mostly a read too.
Somebody just hit him with, like, silly string.
Yeah.
It looked like Armada just wasn't reacting
Oh,
to
man, we're
nothing.
going to hell for that.
I feel like I just saw some silly
Shit.
string, like, hit him.
That was nuts.
Can somebody give me a... I'm definitely...
Do you remember that moment right before the end where Armada got knocked off stage? He was up being and he was roughly
Can't laugh
horizontal
at
on
other
the
people's
stage, and he
pain
went
like
straight at
that,
the stage.
man.
I
Hungrybox
thought he
not
was
ready.
dead.
I got up.
It's not funny at all.
I got up because Armada was in the bathroom. I wanted to tell him something because I was playing H-Box
Nah,
in
but give-
friendlies, and I noticed that at that angle, Hungrybox always wants to read high back air, and I recovered that way against Hungrybox 4 times in friendlies, and he failed to
Worked
cover.
every time.
I told Armada, okay, I got something for you if you want to listen to it, but this recovery works against Hungrybox.
Okay. So that might have been a
But-
$15,000 recovery.
But- and what
He gave you 7K?
I think he.
What about Hundo?
I think he owes that.
What
I
about
think he owes
one
that. I think he
Benjamin?
owes that to Prince Abu.
What about
first.
one Benjamin?
How much is
Can
okay,
you get
let's
a
talk-
tiny
let's
How
talk-
much is he
talk.
paying Prince Abu?
How
That's
much
the
does
real
Prince
question.
Abu? I think Prince Abu deserves like at least 15.
Yo, I think he deserves a cut.
Prince
think
Abu
it's
is
fine.
for
Absolutely
sure.
deserves
10%,
a cut.
10%.
At least 10%.
Prince Abu
10%,
is for
10%,
sure
for
minus
sure.
$500 for the tournament. Because he bought the golden ticket.
I
Yeah.
think they should at least pay
10%.
Prince Abu's fair wherever.
No,
he took the
10%.
game.
I want
Well, we
10%.
did the
10%.
fundraiser.
What's
For,
up, K-pop? What do you need, man?
Winner review.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
here,
yeah.
you guys wanna? I'll
Who
get
wants
up.
to do it? Who wants to do it?
I'll get up.
I don't mind getting up either.
Yeah, I'll get up.
Okay. I was gonna.
I'm gonna sit back for the video. You guys do it.
Everybody's trying to get up.
I'm just trying to get up.
I've been here the longest, dude. I'm tired. Whew. What an event. Congratulations to Armada for first place. Hungrybox played amazing. Second place from the winner's side, which is always rough.
Yeah.
But
Mewtwo King in third.
this guy.
This guy.
So I had
This
to
Summit,
guy.
our Smash
I ha-
Summit 2 champion.
Yes, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second of all, I want to go from the feeling of triumph that you must have right now to something entirely different, which is
How much?
Mango and Armada
Oh, okay.
threw themselves at you like, I think about like the warrior who's just way too weak and like has like the little sword, and you have this beautifully refined sword, and they're just like, ah, and they leave themselves open, and you're just like, and they just like
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
That's
What
really.
do you? How did that? Is that what it felt like to you?
Yeah. What did those loser sets feel like?
Okay, so if I start with my loser bracket, I played Duan first. At first,
He actually played really nice.
yeah, no, Duan played very, very good. Usually, if I will be straight up honest, my Fox versus Sheik is in friendlies usually very one-sided.
Yeah.
But in the tournament, for some reason, Duan was hitting so many tech chases, so
Yeah.
many punishes. He
Very
was-
unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually. I feel like Duan is overall better versus floaty or non-spacies.
Yeah.
Let's put
yeah,
it that way.
yeah.
So the thing is, at first I felt like, fuck, should I go Fox the entire tournament now? Because
Yeah.
at Battle of the Five Gods, I decided to go Fox versus Mango because I felt like if I win, Fox is more warmed up. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
read the tweet. It makes sense, right? Because you care about winning the tournament. You don't come
Right.
here to get 4th or 3rd or 2nd.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to get 1st. And so if winning with Peach versus Mango means you lose to Hungrybox with Fox, it's not worth it. The
It's
math
not
doesn't
worth
work
it.
out.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I win 50% of the sets each time, then I would rather take 1st place and 3rd place than
Yeah.
2 second places.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
But the thing is, I'm not entirely sure what changed my mind. It might have been the Battle of the Five Gods thing. For some reason, I just decided to go with Peach after
Yeah.
the Duan set, even
Yeah.
though in that point in time I felt like, okay, it's all or nothing with Fox.
Yeah.
But then I decided to go Peach versus Mango anyway because I felt like I did very, very good when we played before the tournament.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I
I saw
felt
the
like
stats from people
Yeah.
on Reddit.
yeah,
I heard it was
friendlies
like
is friendlies, but
7-2
I,
or something.
I just feel like my Peach style counters Mango's Fox style overall. My Fox, I felt like he has started to play a bit more aggressively, so I think I can keep up with Mango in the
Yeah.
Ditto as well. But I still decided to go for the Peach pick.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, Mewtwo I'm actually surprised. He was beating me very solidly in winners.
Yeah, so you saw him move the little coin over to Zelda as opposed to Marth.
Yeah.
And I assumed
What
that,
were you
like
thinking?
us, you were like,
At first, I was like, oh, he's probably just warming up Sheik because Mewtwo has done that in the past. He's
Yeah,
warming
and then
up
he
one
switches
character
to-
and then switches to the other. So
Yeah.
I actually still thought he was going to play Marth. I'm not sure entirely what his why he decided to do that. Then he played Fox.
Hungrybox
Uh-huh.
beat him so bad in winners that he also beat him in losers.
Yeah,
So
that might have been the
if
case.
He
For
had an
you, is that-
interdimensional win.
Yeah.
For you, is that immediately a relief? Because it's like, okay, because it seems like Sheik's the matchup you're like one of the most comfortable
Yeah, you're
with.
gonna
So
feel-
you're
I
like,
love
you're like, oh,
Sheik.
that's just.
But Mewtwo Sheik is actually doing pretty good against me. Like, if we both played our best, I think it would be like a close set.
Yeah,
Sort
the-
of like
the
MLG
first,
losers finals.
First couple stocks of that match was actually, it actually seemed like, oh, Mewtwo's kind of got it, but then
Yeah.
you just kind of out-patiented him.
Yeah. But the thing is, I feel like also I was growing during the tournament.
Tell me
some-
about that. That sounds very interesting.
The thing is, sometimes, just when you're about to play, you don't really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure how to describe it. You might feel a little bit slow, like the fire might not entirely be there. You
Yeah.
know, it's very, very hard to explain. And
We
then
call it in the zone.
yeah, in
If
the
that's
zone.
what you want to call it.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good
And
way
like
to
going
describe
from
it.
not in the zone to in the zone. Because obviously you didn't spend the past 4 days in the zone. That's like literally
Yeah,
impossible.
yeah.
The
So
thing
you
is-
have to turn it on at some point.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I play Mewtwo I did not really feel it. Not even against Duan or Mango either. I feel like Mango did not really play that good against me, except for the first half of the last match.
Yeah.
So that's how it works sometimes.
We
other
actually,
opponent
Toph
might-
actually noticed that. You mentioned, like, versus Mewtwo, it seemed like you were just playing good, well enough to 3-0 him.
Yeah.
Like, the bar for what you had to do in that set was just, like, do what needs to get done to get this guy out of your way to move on to the real challenge.
Yeah, and the thing is, not like even against Mewtwo I did not really feel in the zone.
Yeah.
Or felt like I was in the zone.
Yeah.
But playing as Hungrybox, playing against Puff, it makes me so like. I respect that character so much because I really know like one mistake and you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
And I don't
It
know. I felt like
happened.
that woke
It
me
happened.
up. Yeah, it did.
Phil was saying on that you have what? Do you remember what game it was? It was game 1 of set 2. You
Yeah,
had
on
an up
Bad
throw
Field.
and
Oh,
you smashed
man,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped through the platform and rested.
I should have gone for a second hit, but
And
I was
then-
like, I
Yeah, it
didn't-
was all. I mean, from there, you made one mistake. It seemed like, and you just died.
yeah. Yeah, that's totally what happened. But I felt like playing Puff actually was waking me up a little bit.
Yeah. It definitely felt that, especially the second set. As the set went on, you just started playing better and better. That third game, the one on Dreamland, to me
key,
looked the
huge.
most decisive.
Huge.
You were hitting so many reads with the up smash in neutral, which
Yeah.
you don't see that often. Usually Hungrybox is very good at landing at these ranges where he's not easy to punish his landing.
No, it's not easy at all. He has phenomenal spacing for sure. Hungrybox is one of a kind. But still, as always, I have to give a shout out to Prince Abu.
Can we get him on the couch? Prince!
Can we get how much is his fee?
I feel like how much is his fee?
Yeah,
I feel like you outspaced him in the last couple games. Did you feel that way? Like
Yeah, the thing is, like, Battle of the Five Gods and tournaments before that, I feel like my strategy was literally run and gun. This
Yeah.
tournament,
Run,
I felt like I was talking with Ice a little bit after Battle of the Five Gods. We discussed the matchup a little bit. I even played Puff for like 3 games just to see like what his vision of the matchup was. And then I practiced with Prince Abu for a few hours, and I tried to implement some of the stuff me and Ice was talking about, but still have my laser game when I feel like it's necessary. Like the last 2 games was more, way more like defensively, probably because everything was on the line.
Yeah.
But overall, I felt like I was not using the gun that much for the
it
first
seems
like 6 games.
You were hitting him, kind of pushing him away, and then kind of finding your way back to center.
Yeah,
and
there was
then
more
just,
interaction.
There's a lot more interactions than I'm used to seeing when you beat him at like Big House or other tournaments.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, I actually feel like a mix of offense and defense is the best. Because if you always go defense, you give Puff so much stage. But if you always go aggro, it's very risky. So I feel like somewhere in between. And I feel like my offense game is for sure what helped me a lot. So I'm very happy about that.
That's awesome. I have a question that I'm very interested in the answer to. Could you tell us a little bit about your journey from winner's bracket to like playing Dewan in loser's bracket? You have not lost to Music King since Skatar.
Yeah, that's the first. This was the first time I actually lost at 3 out of 5.
And I don't think that I have not seen you get 3-0'd ever. Maybe it's happened, but I don't remember very many times where it looks like
it's
that.
unusual, but it happened against Hungrybox at Battle of the 5 Gods, actually.
Okay.
But overall, yeah, it's not a common thing. I don't know. It was so many small little things for me that went wrong, like DI in on the back throw, so I got F smash down air at like 40, and then I think it was like missed the DI on the forward throw, another down air. I feel like these
and that's
things
in Marth
should
Peach,
not
right? That's
happen.
what happens. You need to be on your game or you will die.
Yeah. But the thing is, I feel like if I am on my game, I should not miss the DI on like literally every throw.
You just wouldn't die at those percents ever.
Yeah. And then the first game came down to like literally like I think he had like 80 or 90%, despite being gimped twice as Peach, which never should happen, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too happy about that set.
So how did you kind of refocus yourself?
Exactly.
Because I remember you immediately went upstairs. You picked Fox, you played a Captain Falcon, and you were just quiet. And so talk to me just about like what you had to do to readjust yourself to come down here. And I mean, you had to play like 12 games.
Yeah.
So what did you do to kind of recenter yourself?
Yeah.
For me, like actually, I was sitting upstairs, extremely disappointed in myself. I did not want to talk to anyone. I was just sitting there. I was super mad at myself. I was like, this was not what you were supposed to do.
This is what I want to hear.
And I think the loser bracket still had some matches to be played. Winner between Mango and Hungrybox. It took quite some time before I had to play again. And then I played one. And then at some point after that, I felt a little bit more okay. Like, okay, let's give it a serious try. Because, I don't know, I'm not that used to playing the loser bracket.
Yeah, you're a winner's bracket guy, so this is huge.
Yeah. The thing is, like, if I go to losers, it's usually an indication of a bad tournament. I usually end, like, 4th or, yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like that part was a big win for me, that I actually managed to come through quite a few sets in losers. Because I think that's my first time, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, we hear a lot about, losers Mango. We don't really hear losers Armada very much.
Yeah, it's either I go to winner's final, I get second or first, or I lose early and then I end up in 4th.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
third.
like when you guys have met that early, you and Mango, you usually do lose, and he does, kind of continue with his loser's bracket run. So, yeah, I do see this as being very different.
Does this make it a little bit more special, knowing that you kind of had to push through a little bit more
emotionally? Yeah, it was a new
emotionally?
thing, so it's kind of special for sure. And, yeah, a lot of times, like, if I have knocked Mango out of losers, and if he have told me, like, win the tournament, I've always ended up not winning the tournament. So this is like a little redemption.
Yeah.
Because pretty much every time I told him, like, okay, win
Now
the
you have to
tournament,
win.
then he almost always wins. So I felt like I had to. I
had to do it for Mango.
Yeah, for once.
Just like he shot Wobbles last night in
yeah,
Mafia
he
for
shot
you.
Wobbles. He was
For
full
you.
faith in me.
You had to take
that's-
out Hungrybox for him.
Yeah.
Well, that
Yeah,
is
but Mango
awesome.
Hungrybox was also a very, very tight
Oh,
set.
that was tight. That was a
Very,
tight set.
and I feel like the players who lost, so Mewtwo King lost to Hungrybox, and his journey from winners to losers bracket was a very terrible one, I think. Whereas yours is like
He
a little
crashed
bit happier.
and burned.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
he went up. He similarly went upstairs, and I think that like he kind of went to Twitter. He didn't really go to practice or mode or whatever.
Definitely went to Twitter.
And it seems like he wasn't able to refocus and like get into a place where he was ready to even try Marth
Yeah.
versus you. So I thought that it was like important to point out that you were able to do that.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
you-
feel like it was a little bit easier maybe for me because like
You had a lot of
it-
time, right?
Yeah, I had more time, and I think for Mute King playing me is a little bit more evenish than me versus Dwan.
Yes,
like,
for sure.
no disrespect.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
we get it.
Like, I'm the favorite to win against Dwan,
Yeah.
while me and Mute King, it can go
You're
either
the
way.
favorite.
Yeah, I'm the favorite even. So I feel like that's if I was in Mute King spots, I might have ended up getting third.
Yeah.
But also when it comes to the Twitter thing, I also almost felt for like going to Twitter and complain and be like negative. But I have a rule at tournaments. Do not use social media until the day is over.
I heard
Yeah.
Toph said that, and I
Yeah.
think that's actually incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of players, they lose and they immediately get on their phones.
Yeah.
I played
You know.
bad. My hands were cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is,
300 likes, 25 retweets.
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes I break the rule, and then I'm not happy. But if I'm out of country, then I have to like ask for Wi-Fi and like,
Yeah, okay.
that guy. So
Yeah,
it's easier
Shout
to
out
like,
to not having Wi-Fi. That keeps you off
I'm
Twitter.
like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna.
Is
ask.
it ATT Wi-Fi? Is it whatever?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Well, congratulations
Yeah,
again.
huge ups to you.
Thank
You
you.
ran through the gauntlet, and here you are on the couch as our first place winner. We were saying that if Hungrybox won that set, he's first seed.
No,
for the
I
next
said the
couple
same
months.
thing. Me and
He's
Hungrybox
best in
discussed
the
it
world
before
at
the
that point.
tournament. If he wins or outplaces me, he should be ranked above me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also said the same thing
Yeah.
before the tournament, at this tournament. But I'm happy it didn't happen.
Yes.
So I still have my spot.
So,
Yeah.
so going forward,
At least for
this is
now.
a huge tournament. We have the summit, and then the next kind of big one. I think
Good
we're talking CO, we're talking Evo. What do you?
No,
what do
I think before that even, right? I think
Yeah,
pretty
what's your
much
lineup?
everyone's going to EGLX and get on my level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, EGLX I'm going to.
You're not going to Gommel, are you?
No.
Okay. EGLX.
But EGLX, yeah.
And that's
And
who-
Leffen's gonna be there.
Leffen's gonna be there.
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Okay, so how you feel about that going forward?
I feel exhausted, but I will recharge the batteries tonight. And then I'm fly to Canada tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And then when I get there, I guess
Where are you
it's back
staying?
to practice. It was some local smasher in Canada.
What's his name?
Said, I think.
Said. Never heard of him. Okay.
But yeah, so that's the plan.
Awesome. And
When's
do you
the
have
last
any-
time
do
you?
have any-
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to start.
You're going to wrap it
I
up.
would say, yeah. When's the last time you played Leffen on this version?
In NTSC?
Yeah.
What the Fox, maybe?
Okay, so it's been a little
Wow.
bit.
That's
wow,
some
so
time
it's been a
ago.
bit.
Yeah, because after What the Fox, we both went to Evo, and he went to like quite a few tournaments like HTC, Paragon,
that you
Smash
were not
Con,
at.
and I didn't go to any one of them because
Yeah.
I felt so burnt out after the summer.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
HTC and DreamHack London was the same weekend,
Right.
and I couldn't justify flying for 24 hours when I had like a
A
major
great tournament in in
Yeah,
Europe.
and I was the person who got us into DreamHack in the first place, or
Yes, you
like
were.
had a part in it at least. I
Yeah.
know Crimson and a few others also talked to them, but it would have been bad if I had like the option of going to DreamHack. I was like, nope, you guys let us be here, but I'm not going.
Yeah.
So
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
not
totally,
gonna be able to
totally
go.
defensible decision, I think.
I don't think I can go to DreamHack again this year. It's usually Thanksgiving time, right?
yeah, it's
I have something
they should
very important
move it
coming
one
up.
weekend. They should move it
You
to one
do.
weekend.
Well, even if they did, I don't think I could go.
Yeah.
Well, I think more
Congratulations
Americans
to you.
could go at least.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
So will you please let the good people know where they can follow you. They followed your journey through Smash Summit. They saw you overcome Hungrybox, who has been destroying everyone for the past few months. If they want to see more of Armada, where should they go?
At Twitter, it's Armada UGS, and I also stream twitch.tv/Armada UGS. And yeah, I stream pretty often. Now it's been a week without streaming because of Summit.
Yeah.
But literally, when I arrive in Canada, it's food, shower, stream for a few hours. Just to hang out with you guys a little bit, and then
Hype.
we'll practice for EGLX.
Can I give you a personal request from me and my friend Silent Wolf?
Yeah, sure.
Can you bring back the Swedish sniper emote?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a new one.
Oh, there's a new one coming?
Yeah, I want to have a new one.
Dropping
But
that
it's-
exclusive.
the thing is, it's
Okay.
not like done yet, but I want to have a new one because I felt like the last one was not good enough. So a new one.
Okay. I'm so excited. The last time I subbed to you, I'm currently a sub, but the last time I subbed to you, I subbed for that emote. So I'm so excited for the new version of the Swedish sniper.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are too.
So
All
are we wrapping up?
Yeah, what's coming up next? What are we doing? Armada, you can do whatever you need to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Congratulations again.
Thanks for showing
Back
us.
to back Summit champion.
Thank you for showing us some amazing Fox vs. Puff
Thank you,
play.
guys.
I'm actually gonna think about that a lot more. I actually want to
Yeah.
play Puff a little bit. I want to figure out what,
I'll beat your ass.
like you said, look at
I
the
will
lens.
destroy
Look at
you.
the game through the lens.
I will
of,
up throw upgrade you so many times. I will jab up.
Are we
smash
doing
you.
interviews with
Yeah.
the other players?
I'll
But-
figure it out,
but,
man.
Yeah, before I go, I want to give a huge shout out
interview?
to Alliance, of course, my awesome sponsor. Huge shout out to Prince Abu, of course, always helping me. And
Okay.
trust me or not, or believe me or not, but I also help him a shit ton when it comes to Melee.
Oh,
I believe it.
So,
I've heard
he's
from
actually
his
improving
own
so
mouth
much.
that he's getting way better and that he
No,
loves
he's way
playing
better.
you, and
I
that
feel like
he's
he's been
super
better
happy.
over the weekend.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of people.
Oh yeah, no,
been
it's
high-
impossible
high
to be
demand.
here and not learn a ton. I even feel
Yeah.
like I kind of
Yeah.
leveled up.
Same
And
here.
then also shout out to friends, family, and my girlfriend, all of you guys, and the fans, all of you for being so supportive. Always means a lot.
Oh.
But yeah, I think I'm out. I need to eat. I haven't been eating since breakfast.
Yep,
So
that makes
I'm
two
very
of us.
hungry. Take care, guys.
All right.
Peace.
See you, Armada. What a champion.
Yeah.
What a warrior.
What a G.
What? You can come on.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I want to talk to you, Jason. I always want to talk to you, dude. Did you-
LOL.
Did you
M2K.
get to eat anything? Did you have some pizza?
What's up, Mewtwo King?
Hi.
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 Did you eat?
I was going to do it forever.
Yeah, I know. I had to stop. Did you eat anything?
We didn't get quite to forever. It was about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm that type of person that if you poke me on Facebook, I will sit at my computer poking you back.
Yeah.
I've literally sat at the computer for like half an hour just poking someone back because I was stubborn. I didn't want to lose.
And
You
so
know,
are
that
they.
actually means that the other person was doing the same thing,
Yeah,
so it's
they're
not even
doing
that
that.
weird.
But I wanted to make sure that I poked them more to
Right.
make sure that way I won.
You had
Did you
to
win?
And then I could feel like, yes, I won.
Nice.
What's up, Mewtwo King? How you doing, man?
Hi, fine.
Congratulations on third place
Yeah.
at this stack tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big win.
You had an amazing win versus Armada.
Yeah, I actually prepared for the match before.
Yeah, I watched. You were up with MacD.
Yeah,
Beating
I was
his
playing
ass.
with MacD for an hour, and I wrote some like notes of like ideas of like how to like improve my juggle game and just write down some ideas because I feel like there's so many things you can do.
Yeah.
So many ways to play the game. It's really hard to get like what like with combos it's more obvious. So it's like okay, you chain grab like optimizing that makes sense. Or
Right.
Edge guarding Fox is like okay. A lot of times you can literally make it 50-50 or
You
like,
can list what he can do, and then you
yeah,
can
there's
list what
so
you
many
can do.
possible combinations with like juggling,
Yes.
landing,
Mhm.
neutral. Like there's so many things that I have
Yeah.
to like. I like wrote down some ideas of like instead of always dash dance grab, sometimes I'll dash dance extra long to bait out the jab or dodge.
Mm-hmm.
He can read that, but
Right.
if I'm not doing it often, he's not gonna read it.
Right.
Because like if I'm doing it all the time, yeah, of course I read it. But if I just throw it in there randomly, it can work.
Yeah.
And doing neutrairs and fairs and. When you get near them in the air, sometimes you go at them for the up air and then you pull back, and other times you get near them, make them want to do an aerial,
Yeah.
fast fall and double jump and hit them. And I kind of like want to mix those two up. I'm still trying to figure out like the optimal way to do it.
Seemed
'Cause
like seemed like you got really good at covering air dodge too.
oh well, Peach is in a bad spot, so it's kind of a 50-50. Like if he doesn't air dodge and I just go for the Ken combo, he might die.
Fair enough.
So then a lot of times they don't want to just let me swap them.
Right.
Although I'm dumb and I'll just go out there because I can't help it. I see them there and I just want to swap them.
Yeah.
But then that also works to my advantage because if I don't do it half the time, then I can turn that into a spike. Sometimes
Yeah.
I can get like a fair to spike. At the last stock, I was going to go for it, but then I was like, wait, this isn't going to hit.
Right.
So I just did never fair.
What,
Yeah,
hey,
I actually
Brandon, what's going
prepared
on?
for the match. I was studying for like
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah, and you were debating between going Sheik or going Marth or going.
Yeah, I was
whoever,
debating.
and it seemed like
Because I was
know,
playing MacD with my Sheik and Marth, and
Yeah.
I would win like 2 out of 3 with Marth, and I would win like 2 out of 3 of Sheik.
Yeah,
And I was like,
you weren't sure which one to do.
yeah, and I was also like thinking, oh, if MacD's beating me, Armada's gonna beat me.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you had some tight friendlies with McCain, right?
Yeah, but I also had prepared for specifically Armada,
Right.
Right.
because from watching my videos against him.
Yeah.
How are those two different? Would you say?
It's like hard to explain. Oh, McCain obviously down smashes more.
That's
Yeah,
obvious. That goes without saying.
It's the options they choose, like recovery. But McCain's like pretty aggressive with like the aerials, and Armada will air dodge half the time, but then like half the time he'll float, go for like a fair.
Right.
It's hard to just summarize. It's just since I was like so used to like watching this, it's like okay, this is kind of what you think.
Yeah.
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 So that helped me, and I know I prepared for him more than he prepared for me.
Yeah.
Because I mean I haven't beaten him before this. I just
Right.
I wanted to prove to myself that yes I can do it.
So how are you? So then okay, awesome. How are you feeling now? Because it seemed like you kind of lost to Hungrybox in what was a pretty close set.
No, I was playing awful.
And, you felt really badly afterwards, and it was kind of confusing to us on the couch why you didn't continue to play Marth versus Armada. Because
I have to be in a good mood to play Marth well. Otherwise, I'm awful.
So
I've
tell me a
always
little
been
bit
that way.
about me a little bit about that. Like, if you're
Marth's about precision, being precise,
Yes.
being calm. Like, you have to be like water.
right.
And then if you're not playing like if you're not playing well, because he doesn't like kill you that fast. He's just all about playing well and being
Yes.
precise and stuff.
Yeah.
beating
and
him
if-
at every decision point, right?
Yeah, he's really good, but only if you're playing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Sheik has like maybe less potential, but it's far easier to reach that potential, kind of in a way.
So
Like-
do you feel like it's fair to like? Do you think you made the right choice?
Well, I was also wanted to. I was not in like a good enough mood to play. I knew that like, especially with how close it was, my mood wasn't like good enough.
So you knew you would lose.
Yeah, I have mental weaknesses, so
So
that's,
for you,
that's
it's
one of the
tough
reasons I
to-
use Sheik is because my Sheik doesn't, even when I'm playing bad, my bad with Sheik isn't that bad. Whereas my bad with Marth and Fox can be really bad. But the thing is, I was also using Fox, so even though my mood wasn't good, it wasn't like super horrible, but I was obviously much worse than I could be.
Yeah.
Like way worse than I could be, but not like as abysmal as I was at like Big House with
Right.
Fox. Where I like tried to use him when I didn't use him all day.
Have there been any tournaments where you have, been in a bad mood or whatever and kind of dialed yourself back into it? Have you ever had that experience? Or because I think one thing we saw
I'm
with
usually crowd
Armada-
influenced. Like mainly if they get me hyped, I can't help it.
Right.
I go with the momentum.
Interesting.
I can't help it.
Interesting. So it seems like it's not very.
I'm kind of like Mango.
He just
in a
kind of
way.
gets influenced
Yeah.
by things.
The surroundings.
It's not really
Yeah.
clear.
I should probably start wearing headphones too, because I
Maybe.
actually get distracted.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
It could be good or bad. It's usually bad though, because it's distracting. But sometimes if it's like positive, it can like motivate me.
Yeah, you need the Wizrobe game sound headphones.
Right. Because a theme,
Those
we
are-
just
those
talked to
seem sick.
Armada, and something he said, he also had a crushing loss to Hungrybox and winners, and he felt really
No,
bad.
to Muji
No,
King.
no, I beat him.
He beat his ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Crushing
This guy
loss
right
and
here
winners.
talking about?
Beat his
Crushing
ass.
loss
What are
and
you talking
winners, and then felt bad about it, and then dialed himself back in for losers, and he was
No,
actually
he
able
was
to
just
make a
upstairs
losers run.
playing a computer Cat and Falcon with Fox
Yes.
for hours.
Right.
He also said that he felt like it was good for him that he had time to kind of really like get comfortable with the
Yeah.
fact that he was in losers, and then his first match was versus Shroond, which is like
No, I felt like I potentially could have done better that way. I'm like more affected than him. But one of the reasons I say this is because like I feel fine now, but I was like quite upset. Like
I'm glad you
I
feel
was
fine.
I was
Glad you
I was
bounced back.
frustrated and upset because I know that I can play at this level.
I know.
So I hate when I play at this level. When upstairs, when I'm like not nervous or anything, I'm playing at this level,
Right.
and that's so frustrating to me.
Because you
it's
just want
like-
to show the world you can do.
Yeah, I don't want people to just think I'm a liar or empty talk. Like this is real.
We know
Literally,
you're
this
not.
is
We
this is
know you're
literally
not.
the case that I'm playing at this level when I can play at this level.
Yeah.
That is so frustrating. That
It's the
like,
struggle of being a human being. It's a struggle of being flesh and bones.
Yeah, but I
with
think it affects me
adrenaline. It for sure.
too much.
For sure. I totally hear that. And there's a lot of players who never hit the level that you did who have the same struggle, and like they do awfully and are never on stream because as soon as they get into a tournament match,
Ice,
they
fall
kind of
apart.
fall
I was
apart.
playing Ice in friendlies. He's also way better in friendlies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
way
I
better.
can-
Story
I
of a lot
I
of players.
I can- Mango told me that
I can
PPU
confirm that Ice is way better in friendlies.
Yeah, and Mango told me that PPU like should be a top 8 player, but the
PPU is definitely also better in
the
friendlies.
human element of being a tournament, it affects all of us, and I hear you that it affects you a lot, and but I'm
I don't
telling
want
you
it to.
people
I actually,
sympathize with that.
I've been
We
looking
understand.
for an answer. I haven't found an answer.
We all understand.
I don't
though.
want to just accept that.
You don't have to accept it, but it's a long personal journey to get.
Dude, it's been
To
11
work with
years, and I'm the same.
No, I mean, but you have had a time where you were clearly the best.
Yeah, up and down. But what I meant by that journey, I meant like how you can play at this level, but then
Yeah,
you're not doing
maintaining.
it when your mind's distracted with other things that
Yeah.
you're not thinking about the game, or you're thinking of like, oh, what if I mess this up, or this, and then I'm not thinking of like the strategies I should be using, like
Yes.
all these distractions.
Yeah.
And then for me, I have like already mental problems. Like I have like obsessive compulsive disorder. I have like ADD or ADHD, like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like diagnosed with this when I was like younger.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't want to. That could be possible, but like I don't want to accept that. I'm looking for an answer. I'm just frustrated that I haven't found an answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me.
I think
tell
I
you,
could be
let
winning
me,
all
Let
these
me tell you
things.
something that I learned a long time ago. It probably won't help because it's you have to realize these things for yourself. But for me, I remember I used to be like, okay, when I get frustrated, I just don't do the things that I want to do. It's like I know what I would do if I
same.
could use my brain, but I don't do it. I just do something different, and I don't understand. Like, who is that person?
That's how I feel.
The truth is that
When I was playing with Fox was nothing like it was upstairs.
So let me tell you the realization that I had. Maybe you'll agree. When I thought about who is Bobby Scar, I thought it's my brain, everything that I think. But that's actually not true. You're who you think, and also your body, and like the body part of yourself. You have to. That is you, and you cannot get rid of that.
Huh?
Like the things that you think is not all to who you are. You are who you think, and also like how you feel and like your physical body. You can't escape that.
Yeah.
No, I will. I have to.
And I said the same thing as you.
No, I have
said
to,
the same
have
thing
to.
as you.
I agree.
said
I wanna-
am
I wanna
my brain.
escape it.
Forget my body. I'm gonna learn how to suppress it and lock it down.
No, I'm not
I'm gonna Ken combo my body to
I'm not
death.
accepting that answer. No.
Well,
what-
that's fine, but I think that might
I only
prove
wanna
to be
accept
the
greatness.
actual challenge.
So,
No.
okay, just curious. So today you did have a huge win, though. You had a huge win for
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah.
And
I was
I
playing
thought-
fine. I was playing much better than that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and I kind of want to focus on it because that's what went well today, obviously. What do you
Well,
think
and
was different?
teams. And
Yeah,
I beat
teams.
Plup and Ice.
Yeah, and you lost to Club before that. So, what was different about playing Armada besides? Because I'm sure you've prepped for Armada before, but what was different this time that allowed you to keep that together? Because there's been plenty of sets where
Yeah.
we've seen
A
you've
study.
come out well, and then you've kind of fallen apart. And that's even what we were saying upstairs is, we're not sure if
It's
you're going to be
true.
able to keep this together.
It's actually
so what
true.
was different today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't want to make. I don't want to make up some crap. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there was
All I know is
three-
I reviewed more and I've been learning a little more and more, and it was enough that even if I don't play my best, I've
Yeah.
learned more,
Yeah.
and I feel like I could still be
and
learning
then
more.
you just said it right there, though. You didn't necessarily play your best, but you learned more. So is that what's going to take into the times when you do have controversy and you do have to make a loser's run? Is it just learning more so when you do get in those situations, you can still perform, even if it's not at your best? Because you're
Well,
not
yeah.
always going to be
That's
at your
all
best.
you can do, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So
but
that's
to,
all you can do.
Yeah.
to Phil's point, we were upstairs and Hungrybox actually said in Game 3. You remember Game 3 was very close. You and Armada, right?
Oh yeah.
So Hungrybox actually said this is pretty much Game 5 because if Armada comes back and beats Mewtwo King, he's not going to have the mental game to bring it back.
Not
and close out the set.
necessarily.
So what do you think about that?
I was like kind of thinking that, but then I also was like, this is Dreamland.
It
Yeah.
is
this,
Dreamland.
this is Dreamland.
But the fact that like that
He
thought
shouldn't-
enters your mind, you know what I mean?
I can't
Like,
live up
that's-
there. Only he has access to that special room
I
at
guess-
the top of the stage. Well,
Yes,
I can't
hear
go.
you. I
Yeah.
guess the point that I want to make to you, Mewtwo King, is would you have ever had that thought in friendlies?
Nah.
And maybe does
And
that
if I
maybe
do,
does that-
it's like this much.
and maybe does that explain a little bit of the difference between your tournament play and your friendlies play?
Yeah, I mean, I know everyone's affected by this. I just
Yes.
feel like I'm affected more by this than the average person.
Yes.
I believe it.
But the
I
level
don't
at which
like that.
I think the level at which the problem is, it's not like in your brain. Like you're super smart, you can think through almost everything, but like you kind of have to fix it at a different level. Your brain can't fix this problem.
All right, so what's the answer?
Well, you have to learn how to digest your like emotional responses to things.
Yes, I know.
It's
so
very
so
difficult.
what's the answer?
It's very difficult. Well, you have to accept that that's a part of you. That's the
no,
first step.
No, that's not a part of me.
Okay, well then, if you figure out how to do it without accepting that it's a part of you,
Then I'll
Let us-
change.
Please
then
let me
I'll
know.
change who I am.
please let me know.
Are we doing
I'll
any other
change who I
interviews?
am
Are we
then.
doing Mango or Hungrybox?
Your boy does not know. We're getting
No
gimmered.
idea.
I know that Rob's there because he keeps changing the cameras.
I don't know if Hungrybox wants to do it.
My ears hurt.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitch at
feel like you
twitch.tv/MVG.
Yes,
Yeah,
King,
plug
where-
yourself.
where
Please
can the
plug
people
yourself.
follow
All
you?
your
Yes,
sponsors.
Media King.
Twitch.tv.
I was
I'm
wondering
gonna.
if
I use
Mango or
I use
Hungrybox
two
would do
Twitches. Just for the record, I use two Twitches. My
Okay.
personal one, I'm probably gonna do like random stuff on it. We're
Which
definitely
is
gonna use it.
Twitch.tv/just Mewtwo King.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, and the
Two-
one
with
that I
two.
use, I stream Smash 4 a lot. This is on twitch.tv/MVG_league.
Yeah.
And,
And then-
I use that a lot. I stream on Monday to Friday, except for Tuesday, 7 p.m. to midnight.
And your Twitter's down there. MVG
Oh, are you
Mewtwo King.
creating one?
It's right there. Look.
Wait,
Twitch.tv/Mewtwo King. Twitch.tv/MVG
Oh.
League.
how'd you do that?
I
Scar
actually have
went
a-
like this, and
Yeah.
Wait, who's doing that?
I just do this. Do you hear him in your
Yeah,
headset?
there you
who's
go.
talking to me?
Yeah, who did that? There's nobody at the cameras over there.
He will introduce himself to you at a later point. It is a real human being.
All right, so we're gonna
He's
get.
not here.
We're gonna get
Congratulations
Hungrybox
on third place.
Congratulations.
Great
Jason.
win over Armada.
Yeah,
Big
that's
win.
actually
and teams,
that's all.
And teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, those were the two things that I actually like prepared for the most.
And
Like,
yeah,
I was
Armada
hoping-
and teams.
Yeah.
There you go. So
yeah,
those, are
those
the
were the two things I
and you
prepared
won
for
those.
the most.
You got those.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
You
there you go.
accomplished them. So it sounds like a good tournament.
That's
then.
a win.
And let me just say from me to you, I always love having you on the couch. I love hanging out with you and talking to you about
Random
your
stuff.
opinions and ideas about Super Smash Bros. And
Yeah.
random
I should
stuff.
probably just stream and just talk about random stuff too.
I
Mango
think it
told
would
me.
be
Yeah.
sick.
I think
People
that'd
would
be
love
next
that.
level.
Mango told me that people would love what I say because I'm an idiot and people would like that.
You have an ankle.
That's not
yeah.
exactly right.
You're leaving? Where are you going?
Do you want to hop on the couch for an interview, or you literally have to leave?
We got to make room for
We're going to make
Hungrybox.
room for Hungrybox.
See you,
Meet
dude.
King, thank you once more. Unless you want to hang out with Hungrybox.
I'll hang out. I don't care.
Do you want to hop
Actually,
off? You want me to
I
hop
haven't
off?
been on the
Let's
couch.
majors.
I owe the
Love
couch.
you, Otto.
I owe the couch time.
Yeah, you hang
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off.
Me-
Oh, I'm not gonna hop off. I guess.
Well, it was just going to be me, Mewtwo King, and Hungrybox.
My ears seriously.
I can't hear you.
You can just put one up, and it helps.
No, they both hurt. I can't put both of them.
Do you want to try to find somebody else? Maybe you can find Mango.
Safe travels, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna find
If he wants to. Hungrybox, welcome to the couch. Congratulations on second place. I'm
Thanks.
sure that you do not, I can't imagine how it feels to have such tight sets, such close sets, and like winners. Or grand final set 1. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a set.
Slipped through my fingers.
Yeah, how do you feel right now?
You know, I'll be honest. Like, there was a lot riding on this event. I think unanimously, I asked Armada and I asked Tafa and I asked everyone. And
Yep.
They said if the winner of Armada Hungrybox gets the world title right now.
Yes. We agreed on the couch. We said that the stakes right now are who is the best player in the world right now. But I anticipate that there will be more contests that will decide that.
Yeah, I think we're rematching next weekend actually.
At Gommel? Or
At EGLX.
Yeah, EGLX.
So there's definitely gonna be a lot more to play. But it would have been cool just to. It's like I don't care what prize I got, what money I got. I don't care what that amount is. Like, I just wanted to literally just leave like a handprint on the ceiling,
Yeah.
just like once.
Well, I
That's
think
all
that
I
you
wanted.
definitely have done that. I hear
don't
what
know.
you're saying,
I don't
like
think I
because
have
you
to.
feel like it's like on the ceiling. Maybe you're like right next to the ceiling.
It's
but if
like-
you look up at the ceiling, maybe your handprint's not there. But
I want to like be able to look through and have no one in my way, and like I don't know. It's a very extremely difficult goal.
Yes.
But I'm gonna keep working at it. There's a lot more tournaments to come.
Yeah.
You know, EGLX, Gommel, Evo, CEO, who knows?
Yeah.
There's a lot more to come. But yeah, this game's a lot of things. I'm not really sure which one to pick right now, but it's a lot of things. A lot of mainly good things.
yeah. So once again, you played 3 of the best foxes, maybe even 4 if we include SFAT.
Yeah.
You want to tell me a little bit about like SFAT, Mewtwo King, Mango, and Armada's foxes, and what you think what you think you did well.
Yeah, SFAT, he's extremely good against Puff. Whoever was better at clutching than I was, but he's super good. Against Mango.
You won 3-0, right? But it was
3-0, but every
3
game
close
was-
games, but it was 3-0.
Exactly. And then against Mango, that was just such a bizarre set because he was playing so well.
Yeah.
But I was also playing so well.
Yeah.
And it came down to, can I hit this all or nothing rest? And I got it, and I was elated.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize it, but somebody, I think it was Wobbles, pointed out that, like, when your KO move, like, with the move that you're going for, if you miss it, you legit die and you lose the set. Like, there's a different kind of experience of, like, hitting it.
That's what I
And
mean.
I literally never thought about that. Because, like, when
Yeah.
I hit a knee, it's like, okay, cool. But I never have to think, like, oh, if I miss that knee, I'm literally dead. I lost.
Imagine as you're floating, like in slow motion as you're floating, it's like, I'm deciding to end the game right here, and
Yeah.
I hope to God it ends the way I want it to.
Yeah.
And you're putting everything on the line,
Yeah.
and this game is like way, way too important to you.
Yeah.
That's why I pop off.
And I think you fell off the stage, too. I think if he didn't die off the side, it was
that
going
was
to be a
literally all
photo
or
finish.
nothing. Even if he couldn't come back to punish me, that was off the edge.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to get that against Jason. There's a lot of very different Fox style.
Yeah.
Jason's really good at playing very defensive, very evasive, lots of lasers in the game. So I have to make sure to pick more than any other player, I have to pick my aerials most precisely with Jason because he's very hard to grab and chase. And then Armada, it was just crazy.
It was back and forth the whole way.
Yeah, it was Fox Puff, and a lot of people don't like that, but, like, I'm being honest when I say, like, I was trying, like, harder than I have at anything else my entire life
Yeah.
to win that set. Like, I was just, like, processing so many things at once, and it was just, like, at the FD set game 5 of set 1, it was just, like, this is it. Like, this is the last stock.
Yeah.
I need to close this out because this is a Swedish sniper, and I didn't close it out. So I sort of knew what was coming afterwards, and he took a break afterwards, and I was kind of, like, really just antsy to play.
Right.
So it was hard. It was definitely
Yeah.
tough, but that's why he's rank 1 and I'm not. So
Well,
it's, yeah.
There's plenty of Melee for the rest of 2016. And I don't even know how much people care about the, like, wait right now type thing, because people are always going to debate, like, who is the best. And
Yeah.
people look at it in different slices. Like, I think what we were talking about and what we all agree to is the next tournament, what's the seeding. And, like, being first in seeding at one tournament is cool, but, like, that's not really something that's remembered, I think. It's like when you have a period.
Yeah.
And I think the last 3 months have been your period more than anybody else's.
But why it's so important is who faces Mango in semis.
Yes.
That's kind of a big deal.
I
a
understand
lot,
that.
so.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
I
you're
get
right.
exactly what you're saying as well.
Yes. Good call.
So
There are practical implications
very practical.
to the seeding. But and also I would probably not worry too much about the Puff Fox thing because I think that like as you are getting so much better at the mashup, you're pushing all the different foxes to figure out answers to it.
Yeah.
And it's actually been such a joy to watch how like the arms race between you and Armada and you and Mango and you and Mewtwo King and all the other foxes who are we're gonna play against Leffen, which is gonna be nutty. You guys haven't met in a long time.
It's gonna be pretty bizarre.
Well, you'll probably play against him. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know how they're gonna seed that. I assume Armada, me, then Mango, then Leffen. I assume. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a long week, 4 days. And
Yeah, for sure. How have you? So this is your first summit. How have you enjoyed it?
I liked it a lot. It's been really cool. The one drawback that I have is that whenever I'm Villager and Mafia, they kill me first.
Ooh.
That's actually pretty disheartening.
Ooh.
So
Well, you will be the medic someday, and the medic will figure it out.
And
Think
then-
about Blur. Blur is way too powerful and dangerous to keep alive, so he dies the exact same way. And now the pro strat is for the medic to save him.
and then they just kill him night 2.
It's an arm race. No, Blur lived the last game.
Press
I knew
1 if you
S2J
think.
and Pew Pew were the
I know, I heard.
Press 1 if you think
Had
there
those reads.
should not be a night 0. That's stupid.
I think Night Zero's dumb.
That's literally just take away 2 villagers as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And yeah, otherwise, if they take away night 0, I think the game is balanced. And it's not Crag, by the way. Crag was the dumbest ESAM. That was a terrible read, but I love you. But GG was the jacket. Yeah.
What's going on now? Are we doing another Mafia? We're not, right?
I would love to, but I don't think it's official.
All right. Well, we might do it. If we do, we're gonna Periscope it. We're gonna do some cool stuff here at the house. I'm not sure exactly what. You have anything else? You want to share anything else with the good people or with Mewtwo King and I? You can always give your shout outs.
Yeah, of course.
Let us know where to follow you.
Shout outs to Twitch, HyperX, HTC, Alienware, Quest Nutrition, Team Liquid in general for being great and helping me get here. And most of them, I guess, way more important shout out is that people will see these results. We'll see how Mango plays, for instance, or let's see how their favorite player Plup, SFAT. Let's see how they place, and it's always like, dang, how come such and such didn't be such and such? Remember, this game is now 15 years old, and I'm running out of ways to describe the sheer amount of skill that has been derived from this game, the sheer amount of just data we've plugged and figured out from playing this game until like the circuits break, pretty much. I think it's been played as a fighting game more intensively, more deeply at this point than any other fighting game in existence. So
yeah, probably.
You could get 8th at this tournament or 7th and still be like a contender to win another event, I think, at this point. This is how much talent was at this event, and I just want to say that it's an honor to be among them and be considered as part of that, because it's an extremely a special thing.
I totally
for a lot of
agree.
us,
I totally agree. It's such an honor and privilege to be here and to play such an amazing game.
Yeah, man, for sure.
It's been a long time, and we have done crazy things with the game. We were actually talking about how it has never been patched, and the arms race that I was just describing with the Puff Fox matchup. This is stuff that's like we're figuring out new things about it today. This is like 15 years after the game's launch. So
with you in particular, I like imagining where would you be without Melee today?
Oh, I don't know. I actually know where I would be. I would be on the East Coast. I would be a D-bag. I would probably be in finance or something. My most important concern would be what car I have. No one would like me. I would go to sleep questioning all of my life decisions.
Wow.
Yeah.
But instead, I get to live my dream and passion. I get to have a wonderful community of people who I actually super love, and this game is awesome. And I get to work at Twitch, which I think is awesome as well. Twitch, one of the only companies that's actually like creating communities for video games, which is sick.
It's a great company for sure. Shoutouts to Melee once again.
Shoutouts to Melee. Shoutouts to the Beyond the Summit crew. Thank you so much
Great
to
event.
K-Pop, Grace, Rob, and everyone else. Where is LD? Did he get fired?
Who's LD?
Is LD gone?
LD
is here. All right, well, tell him I say shoutouts to him. And You know,
Shoutouts
Brain
to
Gear, of course.
Smash
You got that
GG.
hashtag #NoJohns is the coupon if you want to go buy yourself some Brain Gear. He does not. I don't want him on the couch, actually. Don't tell him I said that, but. LD, I've been waiting to see you, man. Yes. We can't hear you yet, but it's good to have you here on the couch.
Man, what did you guys do to these headsets? Hey,
We've been wearing them for
doing?
4 days.
you guys have some weird heads.
Come on, man.
Gotta tell you.
Be a professional. Put the cord behind your back.
Sorry, man.
LD, this is our second and third place winners, Mewtwo King and Hungrybox.
You
Not
guys
in that
played.
order.
Today was a crazy day.
Today was nutty.
How you guys feeling? You
Um,
cooling down? Still riding that?
I feel like nothing right now. It's just like
Whatever else is
like
around.
purgatory. It's just like
Yeah, I feel like
straight up nothing.
So you've like entered the void, basically.
I am in the
You're just
void
kind of
right
like
now.
it's like one of those sensory deprivation tanks.
It's
You're
a
just
nihilist
floating.
dream, pretty much, right now. What I'm feeling. So, but
How about
otherwise,
you,
pretty
Jason? Is
I
that
feel like a success and a failure at the same time.
that sounds like the void? Nothing.
Cool. Everything and nothing. Yeah.
They cancel each other out.
Then that's me.
Well, thanks for coming, guys.
You
I mean,
spit
I
all over me.
honestly, like, I gotta say, I was in Sweden at the start of this, but you guys kept me sane. Couldn't sleep. Tournament was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't,
agree.
it wasn't good for my rest, but it was great. Smash.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
It was good
Horrible
for his
my
rest.
rest.
I got a lot of rest. But
Well done,
also
Jason.
HTC Vive, stupidly cool.
Oh, did you guys get to
Super
try
cool.
it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They have like
Yes.
the zombie game now, right?
The zombie Wobbles
Music game.
is like the best every single game in there, so that's pretty cool too. But
I
yeah,
thi-
I'm gonna buy one.
I heard they're taking it. They're taking it back. So I missed it. I missed
Oh.
the whole Vive
Oh.
experience.
Yeah,
Wow.
You effed up.
It's terrible.
Pretty bad, dude.
That
It's great.
sucks. Next time, dude.
Next time.
All right, they're shutting us down. Well, I just want to say shout out to the
Yeah,
whole
you
Smash
tell me what you
community.
used to. I've been shouting people out for 4 days.
I mean, we started the summit with Dota guys. You know, that's where my background comes from. But I gotta say, you guys are just blowing us away. Your enthusiasm, your passion for the game. We love you all. Like, I honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like it. And you know, it's great having you guys in the house. I love the way you all hop on and commentate. It's just, I hope we get to have you back. I hope,
Yeah.
you know, maybe we'll get left in
We
here
hope
next
the same
time. We'll
thing.
fix
Yes.
those damn visa issues.
Maybe. Call Obama. Someone.
I mean, this is Smash. Come on, it matters. So, thank you all so much for watching the event, and you know,
Yes.
thank you for awesome commentary. You guys, it's a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, thank you Beyond the Summit for making our family even bigger. And
Yeah, man.
if Bernie was president, Leffen would be here. I just want to let you guys know that.
Just
Not even
saying.
a question.
Just
I'm
saying.
feeling the burn.
I am too.
You're
dude.
tugging on my heartstrings.
Once again, thank you all for watching. You can follow all of us on Twitter and stuff, which you've seen our Twitters over and over. I'm Bobby Scar. You can follow me on
MVG
Twitch,
underline Mewtwo King.
Twitch_Scar, MVG_.
Wait, are we
Mewtwo
talking
King.
about Twitter or Twitch?
Oh, whatever. I
We're
just
talking
wanted to
about
shout myself
Twitch?
out. I honestly was just going to shout myself out. I was being pretty selfish. Because it's usually only 2 people. Now
What are
we
we
have 4.
talking about?
By
Just
the
tell
way,
me what
guys,
you're
he has
talking
this
about.
show. It's called the Scar and Toph Show.
I zoned out.
Or Toph
Scar
and
Toe
Scar.
Show featuring Toph and Scar.
Yeah. Okay. So be sure to check that out as
Yes.
well. And
Special episode tomorrow.
now it's time
Huh?
for someone to get hurt.
And now it's time for
Jason,
a final sign-off.
You suck at every Smash game.
Oh.
So you're
Okay,
supposed to beat me
okay.
up, dude.
$1,000 money match between all the Smash games.
How about $1,000 money match? Who can actually make it to a set on time?
Wait, what? Well, I didn't hear what you said. A
What?
set?
Bye, Mewtwo King.
Wait, I didn't
Bye,
hear what you
everyone.
said.
Fight.
Ow.
Fight back. Fight back.
Ow.
Come on.
Fight back.
Ow! What
Oh,
the
my God.